Is that scent coming from you? The blade heart fragment of the flowerful sword. That gentle and tough soul force is just like Aunt Nenshu, whom I've heard so much about. What would you say to her if you met her? This is serious. Don't fool about. Master Kunwutsu is already here. You're a student, so listen to all his instructions.
When you're holding it in your hand, it's also time to surrender yourself over to the lunar mirror of distant dreams.
Of course it sounds familiar. Before her enlightenment, the goddess Yaoqi took this artifact with her wherever she went. Every student knows that it's extremely useful.
There's only one lunar mirror of distant dreams in the whole world, and it's kept in intoxicating dreams. My master is actually quite stingy, so how could he?
Pardon?
My master likes to save his money. Why did he give you that? What you're holding in your hand right now is just, how can I put it?
A poor imitation?
Yes. That's exactly what I mean.
If you two keep bickering, I'll make you guard the fire pit for a month. You now have the lunar mirror of distant dreams. If you're lucky, you'll be able to use pets to connect to it and visit unexplored places. And you can even use it to work out the future from the present and the past. I'll cast the spell for you this time. It'll be helpful if you can awaken your blade heart.
Level too low.
Thank you, you saved my life.
I would like to give you this gift as a token of my gratitude. Please, you must accept it.
Your people are not good at martial arts. In the future, you might not be as lucky as you were today. Alternatively, I can teach you some sword skills. Then you'll be able to defend yourself.
That's... Thank you, Patriarch Jing.
Take a look at this. Understood? Come on, try it.
Sorry, Patriarch Jing. We couldn't just...
All right. If the enemies ever come back, just leave them to me.
There's a real resonance. This method seems to work. When the three swords were sleeping in the Qiandun Stonehouse, I used my soul force from the Blade Heart to set up a dream world called Intoxicating Dreams. Only those chosen by the Blade Hearts of the three swords can use the soul force of the fragment to sense the Blade Hearts and connect with them. This way, their spiritual consciousness can even enter Intoxicating Dreams. It is home to many Blade Heart fragments, and also the treasures and rare talents I have discovered over the years. If you're lucky, you'll encounter them in Intoxicating Dreams.
The main section of the Lunar Mirror of Distant Dreams is here. If you wish to use it in the future, you can connect to it by moving your heart.
Hey, come here. You witnessed bitter fighting on Taihua Mountain and in the Valley of 100 Grasses, and you haven't even had time to rest yet. So I hope this little spell can dispel your weariness. One more thing. I told the other priests and priestesses that I'd very much like to have you attend this year's spirit dance ahead of schedule. What? You don't want to? When I was on Blade Peak, I saw with my own eyes how you protect the others. You did it with courage in the face of death, I might add. Isn't that far more important than experience? Or are you afraid of the coming disaster and wish to remain on the sidelines? Very good. That was all I said to the four others. None have agreed yet, apart from Feng Yan. Now go see the Hospitality Priestess, Bin Qingxuang, the Treasury Priestess, Jing Guanxi, and the Ritual Priestess, Ming Yun. Invite them to your spirit dance and see if they'll attend.
Hey, you look truly radiant after coming back from the Heavenly Ridge. The first time I saw you, you were no more than knee-high, and now you're old enough for the ghost summoning ritual. How time flies. Our two families have known each other for a long time now. How could I refuse if you invite me personally? It's just, I've been busy dealing with a nocturnal spirit lately, and haven't had time to see to the plants. They all look so weak. This is the Grand Summoner's Sun Wand. Place it beneath the sun to absorb positive G. Then dance with the wand for the plants nearby. If you can manage to cheer up the plants, they'll give you a gift. Bring that gift back to me.
Hello. I'm the master of the floral sprites who live in this sea of flowers. The hospitality priestess gave me the name Lu Hua. I hear that a lot. Hey, close your eyes for a moment. Don't worry. I won't do anything to you.
Very good. It seems as though they like you. It's a good thing that you pay heed to the woes of the common folk. The Grand Summoner was right about you. I can't wait to see what kind of dance you will perform.
There were major demon attacks on Taihua Mountain and in the Valley of 100 Grasses. Are you well? You've also grown so much. This spirit animal, Mingxi, has been appearing to me for some time. He's not particularly big, but he has a great sense of smell. He just likes to steal the ghost rattan, all of it, all the time. He is very cunning. Catching him won't be easy. But I have an idea. Here, take a look. I borrowed the spirit animal Ching Chao from the young summoner. He's a very good tracker. We'll catch the little thief no matter how smart he may be. Ching Chao communicates with you using soul force. Follow him and don't get lost.
Hey, here! Come here! Quick! I can smell it already! Right here!
Ouch! That hurts! Master, help me! Those meanies are hitting me! My owner Feng Ping is the best summoner of them all. If you harass me, she'll teach you a lesson.
Feng Pion? I hear that she was killed by the Devastators at the battle in the Valley of 100 Grasses. No wonder he's becoming wild. There's no one to teach him discipline.
Told both of us that a spirit animal, just like a human, experiences joy and sorrow in life, and will inevitably experience too. For humans, laws serve as guidelines, whereas a spirit animal is disciplined by the earth. Well, the ritual priestess is in charge of educating the people, so take the little one to my aunt. She'll decide what happens to him. Keep practicing hard. I'm looking forward to your spirit dance.
You went to see Guangxi just now. Is she well? Guangxi is still young. She had just become a priestess when the disaster happened. Many friends and relatives perished. It was a real trial for her. You're asking how we should punish him? We'll do it the summoner's way, of course. Drag him by the ear and chuck him out. Not bad. You know how to dole out a measured punishment. You scared him without really hurting him. Spirit dance. Sure, sounds good. It's important for you as well. Every time a student invites me, I make them a gift. When summoner's students are out and about, they represent Nuha. They must be considerate in word and deed, and they must wear appropriate clothing and headgear. Do you already have suitable hair accessories? This will be perfect for you then. Hair accessories for summoners are often made using the Qingchang tiger's whiskers. The whiskers are dried and turned to thread. They are soft but tough. Last year, the Grand Summoner's son was wearing a hat made from these whiskers on his birthday. Then I guess we'll see if you've got the stuff. You can keep any whiskers that you can get. I won't be taking any. You really got a lot of them. It seems like the Qingchang tiger is well disposed towards you. It's late. Go back and tell the Grand Summoner that I will attend the spirit dance.
In that case, it is time to teach you the movement Stone Pylon. Find the mission priest Feng Lian right away. Then he will give you some advice.
The battle in the Valley of 100 Grasses not only caused severe damage to the lunar crown tree, it also impacted the civilian population in the valley. Some time ago, Master Ying asked the Grand Summoner to help treat some seriously wounded people. Most of them are elderly, weak, women and children. There was even a child who wasn't even a year old and couldn't talk yet, but was constantly crying because of the pain. It makes me think of my 3 children back home. Whenever I see them, I have so much to say to them, but I never know where I should start. You're the one who serves Goddess Nuwa. You don't have to worry at all about such everyday problems. Come on, I'll teach you the rolling stone skill first. Look closely. I was just worrying about whether I was perhaps too fast and you hadn't understood, but it seems I was overthinking it. The world is large and broad, and I won't always be with you in future. But 2 of my students are currently on a spiritual journey. You can turn to them if you are having difficulties with your cultivation. One is called Liu Changli. He is my wife's youngest brother and has always had a good relationship with various spirit animals since the day he was born. Although he can be a bit stubborn, he's honest and modest, which the other students value highly. The other is called Feng Huiye. She's much more cheerful compared to her brother. Remember not to mention her size when you're dealing with her, otherwise, even her brother won't be able to protect you. Don't waste any time. Return to the Grand Summoner and report this to him.
Soul Force is the basic resource in war.
Racing fire triggering skills can restore soul force. In addition to restoring soul force, racing fire can also shorten the casting time of flame curse. After casting it twice, the next flame curse can be activated instantly. Flame curse consumes soul force to inflict damage on the selected target. Try to cast an instant flame curse in battle.
Racing fire and flame curse grant Ying when triggered. Obtain multiple levels to cast bright light without any cost or cooldown.
The Nuwa Rune is a vital resource in combat and can be restored over time. Using Stone Pylon occupies a Nuwa Rune and summons small stone sprites, which inflict continuous damage on a single target.
Your countenance is different to what it was before. It seems you learned a great deal from the priestesses. The spirit dance is imminent. It is time to explain everything to you. The book, Article on Skypatch Repair, is an extensive record of the Heavenly Ridge's origins. You should study it carefully and keep it in your heart. Also, Summoners and Reapers have the same roots. The Grand Warlock and I are good friends as well. If you meet him later on, you need not be too wary.
You've been away for so long. I've been waiting for you for a while. Let me ask you, has your connection with the Blade Heart weakened again following this journey? Don't get your hopes up. This method can only heal the symptoms. If you wish to find a remedy for the cause, you will need to go to the Heavenly Ridge yourself and ask for Diwang's sacrifice formation to be performed. Well, this formation is driven by the power of yin and yang.
It is said that a single yin is not born and a single yang does not grow.
Take the chi in order to retain the yin and yang, and I will be with you quickly.
Oh, they don't understand what you're saying. Don't waste your breath. I have everything you need. The remaining Crimson Cloudstones used for soul control are a speciality of Wusai Village on the Heavenly Ridge. You can find them yourself when you're there. If you're having any difficulties, ask the young summoner, Feng Ming.
Why do you always look so careful?
What do you want with them? Venerable Kunwutsu once said that the Blade Heart fragments can only be imbued with energy by the owner chosen specifically by him. That's why, no matter whether it's Crimson Cloudstones or other things, you'll have to find them yourself. Also, you should greet the nocturnal spirits this time when you go to Woodside Village. So you know that too? You'll hear about it soon enough when the time is right. They may look strange and be full of evil energy, but they haven't done anything bad up until now. We from Heavenly Ridge still believe in Goddess Nua's view of the world. According to her, we must treat all beings equally and love them equally, so you must be polite if you see them.
Young summoner. She's currently chatting to some nocturnal spirit messengers in Woodside Village. No, you definitely won't be disturbing them. But don't be scared if you see nocturnal spirits. If someone annoys them, then there'll definitely be trouble. Yes, they look a little strange. When I saw them for the first time, I was scared out of my skin.
The people from Hejiao are attacking the southern regions and killing everyone there. It reminds me of something that happened over 50.
I'm from Heavenly Ridge. I've heard the whole story of Wu Zhao's downfall and the destruction of the land. But I never would have thought...
胜负都算寻常事，若是堂堂正正战败，哪怕身死当场，我等也不会有半句怨言。
You mean that they're using the demon sword? Just look at how we look. I shouldn't have to point that out again. The dark and negative qi has penetrated. You have suffered so much. That's why we're asking the Heavenly Ridge to grant us access to the Yinhua source, to help us come back to our senses and alleviate. I feel sorry for you, but the Yinhua source is a holy place for the Heavenly Ridge. Not even my master can make that decision alone. He has to consult the Patriarch. Understood. Yilang. Spiritopolis will make a fair decision. I'll take my leave. I don't know what the Mentor and the Grand Warlock spoke about. I found it almost unbelievable when I first heard about it. But after the Mentor had asked her about the details, there was no longer any doubt. What? Do you somehow doubt the Grand Summoner of the Heavenly Ridge? Don't be so nervous. Diligence is also a good thing. I knew about Hao Sang's machinations, but I've never seen anything like the demon sword before. If you're really curious, there are lots of nocturnal spirits in Wusai village. You can ask them.
They say that Goddess Nuwa crafted 5 colored
Us Wu Zhao and the He Zhao used to be closely allied clans, but we became enemies after a row between the clan patriarchs 100 years ago. The feud has since turned into bitter rivalry. The balance of power between the two clans is very one-sided. For many years, the Wu Zhao had been winning for the most part, which is why no one, from the king down to the regular folk, took it seriously when we received a message about an ambush by the He Zhao. The commander was the only one who thought that to underestimate one's opponent is to lose sooner or later. But nobody listened to him. The He Zhao tore through our resistance like bamboo in a raging storm. And suddenly, there they were, standing outside the royal palace. And it was at that moment that people were haunted by the commander's warning, and no one more than the commander himself. He was accused of having conspired with the He Zhao. Long before the invasion of the He Zhao, the general often said that the king's chosen successor was incompetent. He even said that the great god of death once confided in a dream that he could take the successor's place. If you look at it that way, the general really is rebelling. There's no point...
A wound caused by a demon sword is very difficult to treat, and it's also possible that the person who's been injured will fall victim to the negative qi. descend into madness and lose their mind. As far as I know, only medicinal herbs containing a lot of malignant qi are of any help. They suppress the negative qi in the body for a short while and can alleviate the symptoms, but they won't strike at the root of the evil.
Is this demon sword the reason why you transform?
Even if it's just a splinter, the negative qi that lies within it is not to be underestimated. You'll need to be careful even just looking at it.
What a coincidence.
It was all divine will. It was a trial for our people, but also an opportunity to reunite the sacred objects.
Master, I believe the qualities of this fragment to be very similar to those of Hao Tsang's sword in the Valley of 100 Grasses. The smell of these nocturnal spirits is reminiscent of him too, at least before Hao Tsang lost the plot.
How do you feel? My master and I weren't lying to you, were we? This crimson cloud stone that Venerable Kunwudzu mentioned. I know it, but here we call it Rabbit's Eye. Yes, look, the chain on my arm is made from it. That's what everybody says. There are some outside of Wusai village. You can search there, and I will send someone to inform the master. Stones have no wisdom. Can you help me stabilize the blade heart? Of course, you have to trust us. My master and the Grand Warlock will be in the Hall of Silence at the moment. Using the power of the Dark Source, they will create a Dihuang sacrifice formation, which will help you to stabilize the blade heart.
Ilawalashi, you always used to be so determined and self-confident. Why are you so hesitant when you come to Heavenly Ridge?
It isn't like other places here. Here you have...
The longer you think about it, the more pain the people will suffer, in my opinion.
Supreme General, Ilawalashi will make the decision in this matter. Despite your great service, you are not yet king of Wujiao.
You little girl.
Although I don't play an important role, I know how to be responsible and loyal.
That's enough. I have arranged with the young summoner that no one should act precipitously before Spiritopolis sends an answer.
Let's take a look.
The Supreme General is so impulsive. It would be bad if something happened. Arong.
Yes.
Wait, I'm looking for Shia. I'm looking for our great sorceress, Shia. It's not our intent to insult Heavenly Ridge, but Shia... Oh, she is mad. In the royal battle, Shia not only lost her many relatives, but her soul of harmony and soul of virtue also suffered damage. It only takes a little excitement for her to lose her mind. Towards the cemetery, apparently. Don't worry. As soon as I find her, I'll take her right back to camp. I won't bother Heavenly Ridge anymore.
Younger, stand back. An evildoer is on their way.
Brother, what should we do if the Heavenly Ridge finds out we have secretly inhaled malignant chi? I'm afraid that not even the Supreme General can protect him.
Well, we've started now, so let's just continue.
After all, Ilawalashi is under the General's direct command. It would be safer for her to follow his orders. After all, Ilawalashi is under the General's direct command. It would be safer for her to follow his orders. After all, Ilawalashi is under the General's direct command. It would be safer for her to follow his orders.
You already came here. Why didn't you want to see me? Who are your parents?
My father is Mingyun Chen, the Grand Summoner of Heavenly Ridge. You rescued me. He will thank you.
Mingyun Chen. Oh, time passes. Child. This child has grown.
No, I'm fine. Auntie, who are you?
My name is Shia, and I'm the Grand Sorceress of the Nocturnal Spirits.
You just killed a member of your own tribe. Will you have problems when you return?
Are you worried about me? Don't worry. Ilawalashi has already ordered that the members of our tribe are not allowed to accept any malignant chi, and that the ground vein may not be destroyed. Anyone who violates that will be killed. Even if I hadn't killed them, they would not have escaped death. They are all subordinates of my brother. So how could it be?
Don't worry. If the members of your tribe don't believe you, I'll testify for you. Deal.
Oh, my head hurts.
Is everything okay? Oh, it's lucky my mother doesn't have a temper like that. Oh no! Did the nocturnal spirits destroy our cemetery? There is a guardian stone sprite in the Tranquil Tower. Its power is considerable, but using it costs a lot of soul force. My father says that it can only be activated in times of extreme need. Take my talisman to awaken the stone sprite and help him to eliminate the nocturnal spirits.
Mingyuanga, it's too late. We need to go.
All right. Mother, I'll visit you in a few days.
Do not underestimate the chaotic nocturnal spirits.
If we return to Wutsai village and report the situation to the young summoner and Yilong, we'll be able to solve all the problems.
Yilang has been conspiring with Mingyu Chan. She has betrayed the Wu Chao. Yilang has been conspiring with Mingyu Chan. She has betrayed the Wu Chao.
I heard that the Great Summoner ascended during the ghost summoning ritual, shrouded in gleaming light like...
Shh! Quiet! Don't trouble her. Let her calm down. Now it can be said that our clan's earlier suspicion about the general was not unfounded. During the devastating battle, there was a rumor in the clan that the general had collaborated with the enemy, and that was why the Hejao clan were able to advance into the interior. Later, I personally tested the power of the demon sword, and the rumors gradually died down. But the suspicion of his treason never completely went away. You stop paying attention for a moment, and just like that, a disaster strikes within your own four walls. Iloalashi, is this how you nocturnal spirits want to show your reverence to the Heavenly Ridge? Don't worry, young summoner. I'll have Shia summoned right away. I'm sure everything will clear itself up. I hope so. Did you find the Crimson Cloudstones we need? Good. Very good. The Mentor just sent me a letter. He says that he and the Grand Warlock are ready and waiting for you in the Hall of Silence. I'll take you there. The general came from a noble family. Later, he married our clan's high priestess. We thought he would be the next king of Wu Zhao. Surprisingly, my father named my younger brother as leader because...
Good for nothing. Of course no one's dealing...
Who goes there? That's...
It seems you're familiar with his power. Someone
no matter how
asked me
worthless
to give
I am,
you this
I
sword.
won't accept gifts from enemies.
You will.
Feng Ming has already told me everything since Kun Wuzi entrusted this to me personally. The Grand Warlock and I will help, of course.
The Hall of Silence is a place that lies on the way to the Yinhua source. Of course, it's full of malignant qi.
The Grand Warlock and I are here. You don't have to worry. Go to the source. Use your soul force there to make the 6 violet lotuses blossom. Then, the formation will start automatically.
Grand Summoner! Someone is attacking secretly!
The demon sword is in my hand. Hand over the Yinhua source, and I will spare you.
You can't defeat him. Fall back.
The Earth Emperor's sacrifice formation was just interrupted unexpectedly. How do you feel now? Did you notice Xia's sword? That's just a minor matter. Don't be nervous. Although Xia has now been forced back, her clan on the Mountain of Transience is still very active. The Grand Warlock and I must dispatch people quickly to resolve the problem there. Please, excuse me. All right. Go to Jing and let him take you to the Mountain of Transience. Going to the Mountain of Transience at this time? You are truly brave. Fine. But first I have to open the gate seal on the Hall of Silence. Go to the gate and wait for me. You have to deal with the remaining nocturnal spirits while I recite the spell. Don't let them disturb me.
Would Ilowashi dare to oppose depose the general if she knew about it?
I'm not afraid of death. I'm not afraid of death. What a tough guy. Not afraid of death. Show me your blood! I'm not afraid of death.
In combat.
I'm not afraid of death.
Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wuchang.
I like the night. I can hide in it.
Fatally injured.
Ugh.
Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wuchang. Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wuchang.
On the Mountain of Transience, there is a reaper called Jingmu, who is a stalwart subordinate. I've lost contact with him since the nocturnal spirits entered the Hall of Silence. When you get there, check if he still lives for me.
Have you come from the Hall of Silence? Have the nocturnal spirits there all been forced back? Outstanding. Now we just have to hunt down the nocturnal spirits here. Then we can enjoy peace in the Heavenly Ridge once again. Did you see Yao Gu just as you arrived? He's supposed to be fighting the nocturnal spirits nearby.
The goddess Nuwa demands that we should be tolerant and benevolent. But that doesn't mean I'm willing to let those who dare to invade Heavenly Ridge get away with it.
Kill Elan! Long live the general! Kill Elan! Long live the general!
Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wu Jiao. The eternal source is a gift from the god of death to the Wu Jiao clan. Why is it occupied by your Nuwa clan? That is a good malignant chi. Why don't you absorb it?
Elan has been conspiring with Mingyu Chan. She has betrayed the Wu Jiao.
After all, she is under the general's direct command. It would be safer for her to follow his orders.
In the name of Goddess Nuwa, the Reapers have been protecting the local Yinhua source for generations. But I too have no idea what exactly this source contains.
I heard that the Great Summoner ascended during the ghost summoning
Now this is
ritual,
happening too.
shrouded in
I don't
gleaming
think this
light
year's
like a
Song
fire
Festival is going
phoenix
to happen.
flying towards the earth.
Not. Don't worry. There will always be another chance.
Don't make a sound. Otherwise, you'll draw the nocturnal spirit's attention. Apparently, the General Xia rebelled. He not only kidnapped Yi Lang, but killed several guards too. Hey, what are you doing? There are so many of them. If you go now, then it's certain death for you. Have no fear. I've already informed Elder Fang Yishang about the Reaper and asked him to come and take care of this in person. What? Do you doubt Elder Fang's strength? Xia seems to harbor a deep hatred for her and struck her multiple times with the sword. But the brave young lady didn't beg for mercy, even though her teeth shattered with the
pain. Who's there? Catch him!
The great general holds the mighty sword in his hand. First we will conquer the heavenly ridge, and then Hajjah! The great general holds the mighty sword in his hand. First we will conquer the heavenly ridge, and then Hajjah! The great general holds the mighty sword in his hand. First we will conquer the heavenly ridge, and then Hajjah! The great general holds the mighty sword.
You get out of the way first.
Who's that? The great general holds the mighty sword in
Please
his hand.
specify a target.
First we will conquer the Heavenly Ridge, and then Hajao!
That sword blow today severed the connection between him and me. I'm okay. Only Arong, who survived the war back then, sadly didn't escape the demon sword.
Is that the demon sword that Wu Zhao destroyed? If it's possible, I have to see it for myself.
Probably only the god of death knows that. Now Jia holds the demon sword in his hands and betrays his own people. He did a lot of good things in the past and celebrated many successes. I fear that many of his followers still don't know his true face. I have to return to the camp immediately and inform everyone about this.
Wait. You nocturnal spirits fight amongst yourselves, but you've drawn us Heavenly Ridge people into it and put us in danger. Even the Yinhua source is affected. Speaking of that, have you nothing to say?
I, Ilang, swear by blood, no matter where Chia flees, I will capture him and punish him, together with the Heavenly Ridge. Elder Feng, what is your opinion? What did you just call me? Nobody's called me that in a long time. You can keep on calling me that.
You can stop looking now. I've heard that Ilang was the most beautiful woman in Wu Zhao and fell in love with Xia back in the day. The two of them only became estranged after Xia took another for his wife. Stop sighing. I've heard that Ilang was the most beautiful... Stop sighing. Take this audio bug and give it to Feng Ming for me. It has recorded everything that just happened, so whatever you do, don't lose it. And one more thing. If you meet any nocturnal spirits on the way, send them to Wucai village to stop them from causing trouble again.
You only just set off and already something like this happens. I won't punish them before the situation is cleared up. But I also can't let them go. Elder Feng, I can guard them personally.
Young Summoner, the Grand Summoner has a letter for you.
If that's true, then Xia can't be allowed to escape. My mentor believes that the aura of Chia's demon sword has something to do with a negative chi that has appeared at Taihua Mountain and in the Valley of 100 Grasses. He's tasked us with capturing Jia and providing clarification. Take some companions with you, then you can watch out for each other.
You would have met her if you had arrived sooner. The traitor Xia is trying to incite his clansmen to seize the Yinhua source. His little sister Shaya spoke out against it, however, and explained they had to wait for Ila Walashi before a decision could be made. They were too quick. I didn't see exactly. Ask Tsutsai. He's the one with the highest rank in the camp. After Shaya mutated, her temperament changed completely. She often falls into a state of complete madness. She either talks about her beloved, or her son. She'll be rational for a short time now, but her brother...
The general... No, the traitor Xia saw that Ila Varashi had returned with reinforcements. So he took those rebellious clansmen with him and retreated in the direction of the Lingxi mountain path. Yes, it's the only way to leave the Heavenly Ridge. I'm afraid that if they get away this time, then it'll be harder to capture them. Ilang? Well then, be off with you. Go quickly to the Lingxi mountain path and help Ila Valashi to seize the traitor. General Kurdia has already gone ahead. And you don't have to show any mercy to traitors outside the camp. Kill them all.
Long live the general! Yilan has been conspiring with Mingyu Chan. She has betrayed the Wu Chao. Yilan has been conspiring with Mingyu Chan. She has betrayed the Wu Chao.
Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wuchao. The eternal source is a gift from the god of death to the Wuchao clan. Why is it occupied by your Nuwa clan?
Kill Yilang! Long live the general! Yilang has been conspiring with Mingyu Chan. She has betrayed the Wu Chao.
Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wuchao. Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wuchao. The eternal source is a gift from the god of death to the Wuchao clan. Why is it occupied by your Nuwa clan? The eternal source is a gift from the god of death to the Wuchao clan. Why is it occupied by your Nuwa clan? Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wuchao. The eternal source is a gift from the god of death to the Wuchao clan. Why is it occupied by your Nuwa clan?
Kill Yilang! Long live the general! Kill Yilang! Long live the general!
Yilang is nothing more than a bastard child. God has chosen the general as the new king of Wuchao. The eternal source is a gift from the god of death to the Wuchao clan. Why is it occupied by your Nuwa clan?
Shia really is holding a demon sword. Quick, rush forward and help Ilawalashi.
Shaya! Shaya!
Move aside! I will heal her!
Shia, you're pursuing only your own goals, and in doing so, you harm even your own sister.
Want to hurt her? You dragged her in. Oh, if I had known sooner, I would not have been so merciful on the Mountain of Transience. I don't...
Lives. It's pointless to talk about it. Jia, I'm asking for the last time. Did you really help in bringing the Wu Zhao down? Neither of us still...
is guilty. What difference does the truth make? You've already condemned...
Then where does that demon sword come from? If you claim you didn't take part...
If I'd known sooner that I would have to treat someone, I would have asked Bin Xing Shuang for advice more. Well, too good to die, too bad to live. Wait, someone's coming. Watch out. He's very strong.
What a divine sword. And you can't do anything other than slice people open?
Ask for expert help!
Are you the master of the demon?
Try it.
Stop!
What are you waiting for? Take Shia away.
Don't try to run away!
We must destroy it.
Let's deal with those guys. Fight against the demon sword and...
Hu Zhao, so it is better not to resist your arrest. Master Hao Zhang, I will relieve them of their heads for you.
Demon sword. Draw the demon sword quickly. Master, let's quickly swap our consciousnesses so that the demon sword can't take control.
Drop the sword. A divine light appears in the sky. The air grows still.
Master, come to me. See, these violet and black points of light in your body are the negative chi that remain. You can only truly free yourself of the nightmare and return to this world by removing all of them. Please specify a target first. Master, come to me. Master, I finally found you. To go back. Do you still remember the Heavenly Ridge? You still have something to take care of, Master. Follow me. Luckily, the Grand Summoner showed up just in time and defeated him together with Yilang. Unfortunately, the devious Xia fled into the Nine Dragon formation. Master, I must say I really struggled to find you. Master, you have no idea how difficult it is to retrieve a soul. It's nigh on impossible. It can only be done with an envoy of the Turquoise Lantern. They are the emissaries of Yulian Jun, the magistrate of the underworld. They shift back and forth between yin and yang. They carry a turquoise lantern, hence their name. You have been contaminated by the demon sword's negative chi. Your life is in danger. Fortunately, the Grand Summoner healed you with Nua's blessing at a critical moment. I was finally able to find you thanks to the Nocturnal Spirit's unique soul burial melody.
A living soul? Why did you come here? Forget it. I don't care about the reason. Do you want to go back? It doesn't matter whether you're coming or going. There's only one way through the Yin Springs. My boat won't manage that. If you promise to do something for me, I'll take you to the Young World myself. Don't worry. It's neither bad nor immoral. If Wick of the Turquoise Lantern hadn't ordered me to work on the ferry here for 20 years, I wouldn't need your help. You have to decide whether to agree or not. First, pick a couple of spider lilies, and then take some soul cores from the evil spirits nearby.
envoys of the Turquoise Lantern are skilled in the magic favored by the god of death. Where did they learn it? Could it have something to do with my Wu Jiao clan?
I will make an underworld lantern for you. It can briefly swap life and death and make yin and yang disappear. As long as the wick remains, the fire won't go out. If you light it, I can take you across the river. It doesn't matter. You can't learn something like that anyway. Let's go. The soul abandoned the body long ago. If we don't go now, we may never come back. The time is not yet ripe. If you learn it now, it will only bring you sorrow.
Look after the Lord, sister. Brother Hartzell caught for me.
Over there is the Yin Spring. That place may look calm, But in fact, countless glowering ghosts are hidden there. If you aren't careful, you'll be a handy snack for them. I may not leave the ferry dock without permission. Go ahead to my colleague Waiwen. He will show you the way back. You can keep the underworld lantern as a memento. Perhaps one day it will show me the way to you. Since you are a living soul, you are not allowed to travel on the grasshopper boat of Shangkongyu. How did he bring you here? That lantern. Better keep it. You'll probably need it. With the lantern and the fire in your heart, even 100 ghosts are easy to defeat. It will show you the way, but you must never let the light go out. Otherwise...
Nuwa be praised! You survived this time, and will surely achieve many successes in future. By the way, while I was treating you, I noticed that your body is very special. Not only can you warm up the blade heart, you can also absorb soul chi, which is what allows you to use the power of the demon sword. Have you forgotten that you just escaped dying by a whisker? Negative chi isn't good at all. You can't consume large amounts of it without sustaining harm. Don't thank me. Your life would still be in danger were it not for Ilowalashi's help.
Why have you come to me without saying anything? When someone seriously injures you again. This Song of Mourning has been widely known throughout Wujiao for years. It's very calming. Some even say that it has to do with the 9 sources that we're currently searching for. Nobody has been able to confirm that yet, though. It's not that simple. Only fragments of this Song of Mourning have been passed down. I pray to the god of death day and night that it appears in the upper world once more. Even if it were just a few words more, I'd be happy. According to the legend, the 9 sources are a sacred artifact from the god of death to the people of Wujiao. If they are all collected, a vanished clan can be reborn. The 9 sources are actually 9 sources with extremely malignant chi, which are able to cleanse evil and alleviate the pains of the strange appearances. The elders in the tribe say that we could become normal people again if the 9 sources gather. Unfortunately, after so many years, their whereabouts are unknown. We have searched a long time and only found 2 places. It is in the court of the King of Wujiao. That is how it looked when I woke up again.
The Grand Warlock, Ilawalashi, and the Grand Summoner invite you to visit. It may be about you. You come with us too.
You didn't die. That's good.
Alien, have you come because of the demon sword?
Take a look yourself. Everyone there has been wounded by the demon sword.
The entire body is covered in sores. Black and purple bruises on the skin. Just like the dead clan members during the War of Destruction. Yes, this is the sword. Xia, you really are.
Don't cry. That must wait until we have taken vengeance on the enemy.
The Grand Warlock is right. The demon sword didn't appear by itself. The most important thing now is to find the blacksmith. Oh. I heard that the Valley of 100 Grasses and Taihua Mountain had been attacked by monsters with negative chi, and that Haotsang, who the Moists are hunting, also showed up in the Heavenly Ridge. Was there really only one person behind all of this?
We mustn't waste any time. I'm coming with you now.
Alien, you are the protector of the Yin Springs, so you share the good news yourself.
Good news? You don't mean...
Elder Qing Juanyie has already agreed to report it to Spiritopolis. An answer should come shortly.
Outstanding. No matter whether we're successful or not, I thank you all.
Wait a moment. You can thank us when it's all over. First, we should go to Cloudrise.